like to introduce Lindsay first, and she will be followed by Mackenzie.
Good evening. I would first like to say that I'm incredibly appreciative of President Lucky for allowing me to have the honor of speaking to all of you tonight. The feeling of having the opportunity to put into words what this institution has done for me is indescribable, but I promised Amy Thompson-Wells I would try my best. My name is Lindsay Daniel, and I'm a sophomore at Lindsay Wilson College. I'm originally from Jamestown, which means I can go home anytime my family is having my favorite meal for dinner. I'm majoring in Human Services and Counseling and minoring in Communication. Statistically speaking, though, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm for parents who did not graduate high school, let alone even consider college. I'm from a mother who was incarcerated a majority of my childhood and a father who still cannot spell my name correctly. Man, if only they could see me now. Growing up, though, I found myself becoming friends with the popular kids, the ones that I thought had the perfect life. I would hide who I was from them because I was ashamed of this complicated life that I was chosen to live. However, this double life that I lived was exhausting. It was full of shame and guilt and embarrassment because of who I was or who I wasn't. In hindsight, I can assure you that I had an excellent life. Sure, my parents were absent, but my grandmother dedicated her life to providing for my siblings and me. She is my biggest fan and never fails to let me know how proud she is of all the things I've accomplished thus far. As I'm sure everyone in this room is aware, life specializes in throwing curveballs. My curveball came my sophomore year of high school. I lost my mother in a fatal car accident on October 24th, 2012, and while our relationship may have been anything but ordinary, we had a bond that extended far beyond any of the mistakes that either of us would make. She taught me the value of forgiveness and let me know that the choices I make today will affect my tomorrow. About 2 weeks after my mother's accident, I was called into the registrar's office at school where I would be introduced to Tracy Pooler, who I learned was an admissions counselor from Lindsay Wilson College. She empathized with me and encouraged me to keep trying my hardest and to not let this tragedy deter the course of becoming the person I wanted to be, as if she had known me her entire life. I left the office feeling reassured, but slightly confused. How could a stranger speak to me with such certainty that this tragedy didn't have to keep me down? Little did I know that this encounter with Tracy would be only the beginning of an incredible journey that has already given me so much in just 2 short years. Fast forward to senior year, when a representative from Lindsay Wilson was at my school. I was ecstatic to see the woman who had helped me regain confidence to pick myself up and proceed with life, but she wasn't there. Instead, I was introduced to a woman who I now know would bend over backwards for me if necessary, and that person was Emily Carnell. Emily was genuine and made me feel like the most important person in the room. To this day, Emily and I have a bond that I value deeply. She introduced me to the Bonner Scholar Program, offered words of encouragement on the mornings of the ACT, gave me outfit advice for Scholars Day, and sent me countless newspaper clippings of my accomplishments, accompanied with notes that said she was proud of me. When it came time for financial aid packages to be presented, I had no clue what to expect. I was a strong student in high school, but I was from a low-income family that I knew would never be able to help me pay for my education. Upon receiving my financial aid package, I quickly realized that my dream of attending Lindsay Wilson College was no longer just a dream, it was a reality. I had earned an incredible academic scholarship, but it was also because of the generous contributions from the people like you who truly made it possible for me to attend such an upstanding institution. I have received the Cooley Endowed Scholarship and the Alumni Walkway and Friends Scholarship, and I'm so grateful for those investments that have contributed to my education. In the 2 years I've been at Lindsay Wilson, I have immersed myself in projects and taken advantage of opportunities that will have a lasting impact on my life. It's opportunities like the first-year Bonner trip to St. Augustine, where we work together to help a community rebuild and flourish. It's volunteering with elementary school children in the after-school program and delivering backpacks full of supplies to excited second graders through the first-year experience program. It's being challenged in Beretta Garner's group counseling class and bonding with classmates over shared experiences. It's watching prospective students fall in love with our campus on tours that I facilitate, or hear an incoming freshman tell you they can't wait to be at LWC permanently during orientation. It's being a friend for students as they adjust to college through the peer mentor program and serving with SGA to be a voice for everyone. In addition to these incredible opportunities, the people at Lindsay Wilson College have had a lasting impact on my life. People like President Lucky, whose door is always open, and genuine, caring individuals like Emily Carnell. It's people like Jennifer Firkin who have encouraged me and recognized my growth. It's professors like Ben Martin and Troy Elmore who push me to think and grow in the classroom. It's Dean Schmidt who encourages students to be their best selves. It's walking past Dr. Dean Adams and getting a fist bump. It's Tracy Pooler opening up her home for students to fellowship and be appreciated. Through these experiences and the interactions with people I've encountered, I completely understand why we reiterate that LWC is family. These individuals I mentioned and countless others have had either a direct or an indirect impact on my life and the lives of so many other students. So for those of you who sit in the crowd this evening and give of your time and treasure to the students of Lindsay Wilson College, be assured that you are making an impact. Lindsay Wilson College has opened up a world for me that I didn't know existed. I want to assure you that the Lindsay Daniel of 2 years ago is not the Lindsay Daniel that stands before you today. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been given at Lindsay Wilson. I'm confident that I can pursue my dreams because of you. Because of you, I don't have to be ashamed of how I grew up, because I've had the opportunity to realize that those setbacks were temporary and ultimately helped shape me into the person that I am today. Because of you, I am a Blue Raider, and I'm not sure I could ever adequately thank everyone who has played a role in this incredible journey up to this point. Through my actions and dedications to this institution, I will continue showing me that the investments you're making are worthwhile. Tonight, I speak on behalf of every student at Lindsay Wilson College when I say thank you for all that you do for this campus that we have grown to consider home. Thank you for letting me share my story.